There's a version of ego that hides behind calm. It doesn't react, it doesn't raise its voice, it doesn't lose control. And from the outside, it looks like growth, but sometimes it's performance. Welcome back to the I Am Experience, where awakening becomes real. Today we're talking about a subtle trap, the calm persona, when regulation becomes identity. After awakening, one of the first things that changes is how you respond. You're no longer as reactive. You pause more. You observe before speaking. And that feels like growth, because it is. But over time, something can shift. You stop just being calm, and you start being the calm one. The one who doesn't get triggered. The one who stays composed. The one who holds it together. And people begin to notice it. They say, "Well, you're so calm. You handle things differently. You don't react like most people." And it feels good, not in an obvious way, but subtly, because now it's part of your identity. From personal experience, I started noticing this in myself. I would be in situations where I felt something rise internally, frustration, irritation, disagreement, but instead of expressing it, I would contain it, not because I processed it, but because I didn't want to break the image. I didn't want to lose that sense of being grounded, so I stayed calm on the outside, while something was still unresolved on the inside. And that's where the shift happens. When calm becomes something you protect, it stops being real, because real regulation doesn't suppress, it processes. There's a difference between not reacting and not feeling. Not reacting can be awareness. Not feeling is disconnection. The calm persona avoids disruption. It avoids emotional intensity. It avoids conflict. It avoids anything that might shake the image, because the identity is now, I am the calm one. And here's the problem. The moment calm becomes identity, you start performing it. You monitor yourself. You filter your responses. You suppress reactions that don't match the image. And slowly, you disconnect from your authentic experience. Real awareness doesn't require you to appear calm. It requires you to be present. Sometimes presence is calm, sometimes it's firm, sometimes it's direct, sometimes it's uncomfortable, but it's real. From personal experience, I had to recognize something. Staying calm is not always the most honest response. Sometimes something needs to be said. Sometimes a boundary needs to be set. Sometimes discomfort needs to be expressed, and choosing to stay calm in those moments isn't always growth. Sometimes it's avoidance in disguise. The goal is not to become someone who is always calm. The goal is to become someone who is aware enough to respond honestly without losing themselves. Calm is a state, not an identity. And when you let go of needing to be seen as calm, you become more real, more flexible, more human. You can still regulate, you can still pause, but you're no longer attached to maintaining an image. You're simply present with whatever arises. If this resonated, comment. I choose authenticity over image. Next episode, attachment to growth. When evolving becomes another form of ego. Stay grounded, stay human, stay awake. You are the I Am.